There are many questions my clients have whenever they're injured at work. Everyone who works for an employer with 4 or more regular employees is covered under the workers' compensation laws. There are a few exceptions to this, but they are rare. Even if it's your first day of work, and even if you work part-time, you are covered under the workers' compensation laws of South Carolina. First and foremost, report your accident. You have 90 days to report the accident from the time it happens. Just because you did not report the accident in compliance with the policies of your employer does not mean that you can be denied workers' compensation benefits. Next, your employer should send you to the doctor. Your employer does get to choose which doctor you go to. Workers' compensation benefits also covers your lost time from work after the first 8 days of missed work. Payments should be 2/3 of your average weekly wage. Even if you can only come back part-time, your employer needs to make up the difference between what you were making before you were hurt and what you are making after you're hurt. Finally, the employer is responsible for any permanent disability that you suffered as a result of the accident. So if you've been injured at work, not only is your employer responsible for your medical care and payments when you're out of work, they also must pay you at the end of your claim for your permanent disability, as determined by your work restrictions and your doctor's impairment rating. I had a client who recently broke her collarbone while working. She came to me because her employer was not properly sending her for medical care. She had been working for this company for almost 30 years. After reviewing her personnel file, I found that she had been injured 6 years prior when she was run over by a forklift at work. Her employer had sent her to the doctor and paid for her lost time out of work. However, they had never paid for her permanent disability she suffered as a result of that accident. Given her impairment ratings and disabilities as a result of the accident and her rate of pay, she would have been entitled to between $50,000 and $60,000 at the end of her workers' compensation claim. Her employer never informed her that she was entitled to any more money and never paid her. They simply waited the 2 years, and her claim was closed forever, and she lost the right to that money. I enjoy helping clients get everything that they deserve in each workers' compensation case, to continue to care for their families despite their work injury, and to make sure that they have gotten the best medical care that they can get for their injuries. Because at the end of the day, our goal is to try to get the person back to work and living life again.